with Gabe and myself. I might be looking to the people in the chat here for for votes on this one. So bear with me here. Let's get this thing booted up. What do we got here? Let's go for this one.
And we are all set very shortly now for our top of the bill here tonight at the BT Sports studio. It is for the famous and historic British middleweight title. And before we get to talk about our main fight here, David, I think it is perhaps appropriate tonight that we just pause to mark Black History Month, most of all. And we discussed it today, and we thought it was actually right that we acknowledge that properly, and there's nobody better placed on our team to do that than Steve Bunt. So over to you for a moment, Steve.
Yes, Steve Bunt's the authority on all things black throughout the world. Why turn to the black man sitting next to you for his thoughts on Black History Month when we can hear from good old Bunsey? So
stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I swear. So, pardon me if this one's going to be rough. If just between the two of us, there might be some of these that are too Brit-centric for me to be able to play off of. But I love you guys. I hope you will bear with me on this one. What do we got? Value of the Week nomination number 1. Let's see here. Isaac Lowe says, when you walk up in the morning and you just know it's coming home. Hashtag England. Hashtag it's coming home. Oddly enough, so this tweet, ladies and gentlemen, it's more of a visual tweet because I feel like I have to spell a little bit of this out. So when you wake up in the morning is actually spelled W-E-N, the letter U, walk up in the morning. And you just know N-O, it's coming, C-O-M-E-I-N-G, home. And then hashtag it's coming home with coming spelled correctly, which I think is the more hilarious part of it because he got it correct once. Maybe he just got lucky because it's a hashtag you can click on, and millions of Brits who are retweeting that probably went correctly. God bless you, Isaac. I don't like making fun of the learning disabled, so I'll probably go to hell for that. There's probably something wrong, and damn me. Oh, God. Oh, and boxing news this week. God, of course, this falls in here because I forgot to jot it down. The son of Chris Eubank Sr., Sebastian, passing away this week, found on a beach in Dubai, I believe. Pretty bizarre. And the Daily Mail tweeted out a picture. Sebastian, far right, the third oldest of Eubank's 5 children, was a boxer like his father and fought in light heavyweight bouts. Brilliant. Okay. On many levels, good work, Daily Mail. I swear.
This breaking news. It looks like the Italians.
Yeah, Dago Thunder.
Go!
You've always wanted to do that, right? You don't like soccer, you've always wanted to do that, right?
I have been waiting all fucking day for that shit.
Well, so have the Italians, to be fair, but here we are. God, this is a fucked up note. The WBC tweeting out where they got the inspiration from their Bridgerweight division. I assume that this is a bullshit made up reason, but they're just jumping in there.
I remember seeing this shit. This
really
saved his sister, man.
Well, then what?
Vicious dog.
Why is this fucking nominated then? Like, it shouldn't be. This is just
this should not be nominated. Fuck
what the fuck?
This in.
Well, this is wrong.
Fuck
then I was thinking they pulled like something out of their ass. But if this is really this young kid who saved his sister was really the inspiration for Bridgerweight, well, that's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that have gone down in the world, and you can give a lot of respect to people for. And I mean,
but that fucking little kid has more balls than whoever sent this fucking thing in.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I guess if we're talking about like people going through hell in the world and brave things they do, we could call it Muhammad weight or something like that. God knows what we've done in the fucking Middle East, and what's going on in Syria and shit. But interesting enough, I guess. So either the person who nominated the WBC should be nominated for the Bellew of the Week or the WBC if they're yanking our chain. Either way,
Yeah, that's a
moving
reverse
on.
fucking nomination. Fuck that guy. That's terrible.
Oh,
I'm not even
okay.
that fucked up to make fun of a fucking kid that saved his.
I don't even know what the purpose of that one was for. Let's see here. Michael Benson tweeting out that Dillian White, who owns WBC interim belt, has called for the WBC to make Tyson Fury champion in recess and upgrade him to full world champion. I'll fight Wilder as world champion. Winner of that fights Fury, and winner of that fights AJ for undisputed. Well, it's nice to see Dillian White pushing around his weight and planning out the future of the heavyweight division. Hopefully his reach has not exceeded his grasp. Thank you, Rob, for sending that out to us.
That's a good one. That's a solid fucking vote right there.
So this one is on multiple layers, and there's actually one a couple down that I think I'm going to link in with this. So this is multiple people for their reply to this tweet. Let's see here. Ghost Valens DFS says Taylor's a tough fight for Tank. 60-40. Taylor, in my opinion, might as well just move up and fight Bud. Reward much greater and basically no risk if he loses, or just fight the young guns that he'd be favored against. To which Leonard Allerby says, actually, Taylor is a very good fighter, but in my opinion, not special. I just watched the Ramirez fight and the Regis fight recently. Although the clear winner, the Taylor I saw in both those fights, gets knocked the fuck out by Tank. Primetime Talk TV says Josh Taylor is another Danny Garcia in the making. Star but no star power. A gatekeeper at best, in my opinion. Oh, fucking twats, man. Fucking Jesus, that's awful.
Leonard is the biggest piece of shit. Fuck that guy.
I fucking telling you, man. There's fucked up all around. And then there was another one regarding that. Just going along with that. Wise guy _ Izzy says Taylor ain't nothing but Luke Campbell in a weak division. Laugh my ass off. Thank you, Toby, for sending us that nomination. That guy is
Toby, that's a good one. This guy's a fucking idiot.
We'll just I think we might have to lump that into the we'll just call that the Gervonta Davis Dick Riders between Leonard Ellerby, Primetime Talk, and who is that asshole? Wise guy Izzy. All right, we've got a nomination. Ebenezer Good at Slack the Planet sending this one in for us. Bellew of the Week for Ingram for recording the first 8.5 minutes of his latest stream on mute, completely oblivious. I'd love to laugh at that, but I could totally see myself doing that if I didn't have another person on the podcast with me. Jesus Christ. All right, moving on. Oh boy, Prince Patel making fun of John Chua, victim last night. Says, great to see, there's a big picture of Chua here with a gigantic breakfast, one of your good old English breakfasts full of fucking everything under the sun. That's calories galore. And Prince Patel says, great to see Tanzanian flyweight John Chua tucking into a full English breakfast to try to get up to bantamweight for the weigh-in today and for his fight live on BT Sports tomorrow. Man, fucking Prince Patel with the fucking burn on bringing in the small guys. But hey, man, fucking eat a breakfast, Lasted him 2 rounds. Good for him. And Greg Cross nominating the Fury Camp for their fake outbreak. Man, I have to see results on that before I would jump in on saying that. I have no idea on that. I have no idea. And then we have Guillermo Rigondeaux with a solid burn here. Guillermo Rigondeaux tweeting. Guillermo Rigondeaux tweeting, let's do this already so I can show you what quote unquote old looks like. And then Big Irv says, just don't pull out again, Grandpa. To which Guillermo Rigondeaux replied, only on your old lady. Score 1 for the Cuban.
He's a dog.
Score 1 for the Cuban. And all right, our friends here. In the chat, if you would mind going ahead and putting in your votes, unless you have a nomination, Gabe.
No, I don't have a nom.
All right, so if you folks go ahead and put your votes in real quick, we'll give it like a little 60-second rundown. I'll take whatever I can get as far as votes, and you will be the third vote in this Bellew of the Week in our limited panel. and which Rob, for not joining us, will never be forgiven. I wish terrible things about Ireland because of this. In fact, this is a good time to waste some time to bring up Conor McGregor. That fucking ankle break was fucking nasty, but couldn't happen to a nicer guy, right? What a fucking dick. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what you guys thought about that one. Gabe, did you happen to catch any of the images of that broken ankle that he endured? Gabe, I think you're on mute.
Sorry, man. I saw a photograph of it. I forget what I saw. I saw something about him getting injured. So I was like, oh, I'll see what it is. And then I looked a little bit further down the page I think it was on Google or something. And then I saw that he had I guess, snapped his ankle and then done the step backwards to try to plant. And his ankle just folded up. It looked pretty gruesome. I don't know if that may have been a Photoshop or something. I didn't actually see.
Oh, it was not a Photoshop. It was nasty. Apparently,
wow, was it that bad?
Yeah, apparently he broke it on a fucking block and a leg kick, and he didn't notice it. And then we put weight on it again. It just fucking whoop. And Ireland wept, except for the old men in pubs who he has punched throughout the years. So, Gabe, who are you going to be voting for this week?
I'm gonna go with so does Big Irv, he's the winner because Rigo shut that shit down.
Yeah, we could go with that with the Irv Rigondeaux back and forth.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Big Irv is the winner for Bellew of the week because he got fucked up by Guillermo Rigondeaux.
Our couple of votes in the chat also going for the
wait, hold on. That Dillian White one was pretty fucking nasty though.
It was the guy
champion.
The guy thinks he has a bigger name than he does. He's getting to be like old Anthony, thinking that he's an international superstar.
Man, I can't decide. Those are so good. You know what? I mean, I really want to vote with Big Irv because Rigondeaux, that's my guy. But I'm gonna have to say Dillian White. I'm trying to think if the lads were here, they'd go Dillian White because nobody can say, "Hey, just make me the fucking champion." Yeah, I'm going with Dillian White on this one.
Well, the people, although there was only a couple of votes, went with Rigo. So that's where their vote went. And who am I to disagree with the people? So, Guillermo Rigondeaux, you are the winner of this week's Boxing Asylum Bellew of the Week. Congratulations. Exciting times for you. I just wanted to put that on once. Good excuse just for the word beans. I saw the English breakfast and I immediately thought of beans, which still confuses me. I'll never understand the beans for breakfast thing.
Beans on toast.
Yeah, beans on toast, baby. So, and Craig, yeah, maybe Big Irv's old lady is the real winner of the Bellew of the week. But Big Irv and Guillermo Rigondeaux, you work together sharing that one. That is some good stuff.
She got sprayed the fuck down.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see what we're going to be previewing next week. Apparently, it's not going to be Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. That was shaping up to be a damn good heavyweight card, too. But for those of you who joined us instead of the now tied game between Italy and England for the European Championship, we do appreciate you. I thank Gabe Lewis for joining me.
Got tripped.
I thank Gabe Lewis for joining me today, the only brave soul who would. Even Rob found an excuse to not join us. For everyone that joined us in the chat, we do appreciate you guys. It was a tough time, but Steve will be back next week. Hopefully we'll have a full panel. I am going to be in Salt Lake City. Maybe I'll become a Mormon. Maybe I won't. Find out in a couple of weeks' time. But I do very much appreciate everyone for joining us, and we will see you guys all next week.